In ancient Canaan, a man named Jacob had 12 sons. Jacob loved all his sons, but one son, Joseph, held a special place in his heart. Joseph was a kind and thoughtful boy. Jacob showed his favoritism by giving Joseph a beautiful coat of many colors. This special treatment did not go unnoticed by Joseph's brothers. They saw how much their father loved Joseph. They became increasingly jealous of their younger brother. This jealousy would have dire consequences. Joseph's life was about to change dramatically. The story of Joseph is one of betrayal, resilience, and ultimately forgiveness. It is a tale that has resonated across cultures and centuries. It reminds us that even in the darkest of times, hope and faith can pave the path toward redemption and greatness. One night, Joseph had a vivid dream. He dreamt he was in a field with his brothers, gathering bundles of grain. Suddenly, Joseph's bundle stood upright, while his brothers' bundles bowed down to his. This dream perplexed young Joseph. What could it mean? He shared this dream with his brothers, hoping they could help him understand. However, his brothers were far from helpful. They interpreted the dream as a sign of Joseph's arrogance. They believed Joseph thought he was better than them. Their resentment towards him grew stronger. Joseph had another dream soon after. This time he dreamt that the sun, the moon, and 11 stars were bowing down to him. This dream was even more symbolic and powerful than the first. Joseph, emboldened by the dream, shared it with his brothers and his father. Jacob, a wise and insightful man, understood the significance of Joseph's dreams. He recognized they were prophecies of Joseph's future greatness. However, he also recognized the danger they posed. He cautioned Joseph, advising him to keep his dreams to himself for now. Jacob's warning came too late. The damage was already done. Joseph's brothers, consumed by envy and anger, plotted to get rid of him. They could not bear the thought of Joseph having power over them. They saw Joseph's dreams as a threat, a challenge to their own ambitions and desires. The brothers' resentment festered, growing into a dangerous plan. They waited for the right opportunity to strike, to rid themselves of the brother they saw as a rival. This act of betrayal would have far-reaching consequences, shaping the destinies of Joseph and his family for generations to come. One day, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers, who were tending their flocks far away. Seeing Joseph approach, his brothers saw their chance. They seized Joseph and ripped off his beloved coat. They threw him into a dry well, leaving him to perish. As fate would have it, a caravan of merchants passed by. The brothers, seeing an opportunity for profit, decided to sell Joseph into slavery. They sold their own flesh and blood for 20 pieces of silver. The merchants, unaware of the brothers' treachery, took Joseph to Egypt, a land far from his home. To cover up their crime, the brothers dipped Joseph's coat in goat's blood and presented it to their father. They lied to Jacob, telling him that a wild animal had killed Joseph. Jacob, heartbroken and devastated, mourned the loss of his favored son. Section 5. A stranger in a strange land life in Potiphar's house. In Egypt, Joseph found himself in a foreign land, stripped of his family and his freedom. He was sold to Potiphar, the captain of Pharaoh's guard. Despite his misfortune, Joseph remained resilient. He refused to be defined by his circumstances. Joseph's hard work, intelligence and integrity impressed Potiphar. He rose through the ranks of Potiphar's household, eventually becoming his most trusted servant. Joseph, despite the hardships he faced, clung to hope. He believed in a better future, guided by his unwavering faith. Even in the face of adversity, Joseph's spirit remained unbroken. He served Potiphar with loyalty and diligence, earning his trust and respect. However, fate, it seemed, had other plans for Joseph, leading him down a path fraught with challenges and unexpected turns. Section 6. Falsely accused, a test of character. Potiphar's wife noticed Joseph. She was drawn to his charm and good looks. She tried to seduce him, but Joseph, a man of strong morals, refused her advances. Enraged by his rejection, she falsely accused him of assault. Potiphar, though reluctant to believe the accusations, had no choice but to punish Joseph. Joseph was thrown into prison, a victim of deceit and betrayal once again. Yet, even in the depths of despair, Joseph's spirit did not waver. In prison, Joseph encountered two of Pharaoh's servants, a baker and a cupbearer, who had fallen out of favor. Both had vivid dreams that troubled them. Joseph, recognizing the significance of dreams, offered to interpret them. Section 7. The Interpreter of Dreams, Joseph's Rise to Power. Joseph listened intently as the baker and the cupbearer recounted their dreams. With divine inspiration, he provided accurate interpretations. He foretold that the cupbearer would be restored to his position and the baker would be executed. Joseph's interpretations proved true. The cupbearer, grateful for Joseph's accurate prediction, promised to remember him and plead his case to Pharaoh. However, consumed by his newfound freedom, the cupbearer forgot about Joseph. Joseph remained imprisoned, his hope for release dwindling. 2 years passed. Pharaoh himself had a series of disturbing dreams. No one in his court could interpret them. Then the cupbearer finally remembered Joseph. He told Pharaoh about Joseph's gift for dream interpretation. Pharaoh immediately summoned Joseph. Section 8. A family reunited, forgiveness and reconciliation. Pharaoh recounted his dreams to Joseph: 7 healthy cows devoured by 7 sickly cows and 7 healthy ears of grain consumed by 7 withered ears. Joseph, guided by divine wisdom, interpreted the dreams as a warning. 7 years of abundance would be followed by 7 years of famine. Pharaoh, impressed by Joseph's wisdom and insight, appointed him as his second in command. Joseph, with his knowledge and foresight, helped Egypt prepare for the coming famine. He stored grain during the years of abundance, ensuring that Egypt would survive the lean years ahead. The famine struck not only Egypt, but also Canaan, where Joseph's family lived. Jacob sent his sons to Egypt to buy grain. They stood before Joseph, unaware of his true identity, begging for food. Joseph recognized his brothers instantly. Section 9. A Legacy of Hope, Joseph's Enduring Message. Joseph, overwhelmed with emotion, revealed himself to his brothers. They were shocked and ashamed, fearing his retribution. However, Joseph harbored no anger or resentment towards them. He understood that their actions, though driven by jealousy, were part of a greater plan. Joseph forgave his brothers, acknowledging that their actions had ultimately led to his exalted position. He reunited with his father Jacob, and the entire family settled in Egypt, saved from the ravages of famine. Joseph's story is a powerful testament to the enduring nature of the human spirit. It highlights the importance of forgiveness, resilience, and the power of faith. Joseph's journey reminds us that even in the face of adversity, we can overcome obstacles and achieve greatness. His story continues to inspire hope and faith in people around the world.